The Steel City might be most associated with this legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Now the pitch. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to run for it. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. On the option. He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Scarlet Knights offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. They're setting up the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
At midfield, he's got room. Quarterback gets past the marker. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He finds his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the gun. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Used the play fake, now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Lofted toward the sideline, intercepted.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. Long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Bush. Tackle is... the first down. They get to the line quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds a spot in the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside.
He's looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's...
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Hit right back to the line.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it again. This one's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Okay, Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. They want to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Pitt!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets there. And the 18. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Oh, it's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bush.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. He wants to pass it on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that pass is intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Here in Pittsburgh, what a fine performance we've seen.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He's
going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm. Yeah,
or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Just plowing down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He'll run it again. Dances away from one. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fires to the tight end. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And he's wrestled to the ground. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? Starts to scramble to the left. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he... And they've got it at the 48.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bush. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After after throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Now improvising. He's going to fire to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push and ball security, David. That's what we're in.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
Unleashes one deep. can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. All kinds of running room. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
This is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Trying to find his man on first down. It's caught downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the left. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. So after stumbling